Hey and welcome here. It's Richard. It's Friday. It's Ask Our Salon Coaching Friday. And I wanted to bring to you two things here today, which I'll talk through as we go through. I had a conversation with salon owner this week, and we talked about how to keep and attract clients. What sort of systems and structure do we have? So I've explained what we do and what our structure is all about. So I thought I'd go through this with you because I haven't done that with you guys before. And it's a really nice way to find a few facts of what's going on, what is actually really happening in the big bad world out there, and what you can do to change it. That's simple as that. Now, I personally believe, and you will see me going on and hyping on and going on about this so far, your job in your salon is to attract as many clients as you can. Marketing should be one of your number one things that you do as a salon owner. You need to be a leader, and as a leader, you need to lead your team and show them that you can get clients in your door. It's your job. You see, what normally tends to happen is there tends to be you that's really good. So you're booked out way in advance, but your staff are bitsy and empty and they've got gaps and they're in that back room causing trouble. That's what they're doing. And that's one thing you don't want. And it's hard for you to give your clients away to your staff. So you need to spend some time in the day knowing how to attract clients whenever you want. You know, when you've got an apprentice that's now come to a third year and needs to get new clients, it's your job to attract these clients. Once you have clients through there, you need to make sure once you've attracted them that you can keep them. Now, I don't know if you know, I've wrote a little mini ebook on attracting clients. If you haven't got it, please download it and read it. It's fantastic. It has some great things in there that you can implement today that actually get your salon going. If you find that you're too busy to actually do things like that, you need to do it no matter what. Now, I've got a 6-week course that I've also launched at the same time. This 6-week course will get your salon busy. It'll give you the tools to attract as many clients as you want. It sets you up with a 6 months marketing campaign. So it's set and forget and done. But you've got to have that power. That is more important than you taking money in the salon, by the way. You're not going to grow unless you can attract clients. You see, at the moment, there's so much noise out there. You'll hear me say that word, so much noise. It means there's so many adverts out there as we speak, clogging up the brains of all your clients and all your customers, and they just shut off. So you need to know what attracts them, where they hang out, and what they're looking for. What problems do they have, and how do they know you can fix it? Not unless you start telling the world your story. That's the new modern way how to attract clients. So I've sort of done that for you. So you're either just going to do that or not. Okay, let's just say that you're really good at it, or you've done my course, which means you'll be really good at it, or you've got abundance of clients and all your staff are busy. Now, what you need to do is treat them with as much love and care as possible. We call it the client journey. Watch the client as they travel through your salon. And each touch point, can you make it better? Can you woo them? You would have seen this week I did a little poll, and the little poll was if you went and you're flying long haul and you turned up at the gate and the lady offered you to upgrade for $100, would you do it? Would you go from um, poor class to first class for $100? Of course you would. So what this is looking at the client journey that you've got, and can you somehow upgrade them part of that journey, get some more money off them? The whole idea is when they come in, why would they not want the best treatment possible? I don't mean just slap a bit of conditioner on at the basin. I'm talking build a system to it. Give them some more massages, give them some more love, maybe light a candle, some sort of music, whatever it is. Make the value big, which means instead of having the normal journey, you've now got to offer them this VIP journey, this experience, this first class system. Think about it. They're going to go away and tell people really about this super experience, but you're getting more money per client. Your average bill goes up, makes money the easy way. Anyway, let's just say you're wooing them, which means if you woo them, you keep them, which is good. The salon owner that can attract and keep the most clients are the most successful salons I get come to. So, the most successful salons that I see. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is talk you through how to attract. Now this is real world. This is the real world stuff. 30% of people that usually come to your salon will be from referrals, which is fantastic. Now, that's one of the biggest things we know at the moment is 30% comes from referrals. So as a leader, which is also your role, is to look at this 30% and think, how can I make this bigger? Can I get a referral program in? Here's a really good referral program that works really well. It's not one by saying to the customers or leaflets by saying, I'll give you something free if you refer. This is done really quietly and just really classily done. You refer me a client, the first one I might send you a card, a thank you card from my heart to say it's people like you that help my business grow and I thank you from the deepest part of my heart. You're lovely. Okay? That's the first one. If they see that, they're going to think, oh, they're going to think I'm full of love for them. Let's say they work and they refer two people to me now. When that second referral comes in, I might send them movie tickets or flowers or a bottle of wine. When the third one comes in, I might say to her when she comes to have her hair done, help yourself to some shampoo and conditioner. You're one of my VIP clients. You send me people in, I really appreciate that. Let's say she gets to number 4 and she sends 4 people in. I'm going to buy her a house in the Bahamas. No, I'm not really. I'm just lying to you there. But when she comes in 4 people, that's a lot. When you think about it, 4 people, this lady's really helping your business grow. Maybe I'll give her a GHD for free. It's not that much money. Or maybe I'll give her a hairdryer. Maybe I'll give her a free colour and cut. And then when it gets to 5, you might give her something else that's even more value. Maybe a dinner at a really nice restaurant for 2, for her and a partner. This isn't advertised. This is what you're doing behind the scenes. People are going to show more love as you're giving more love. It's the way it is. You give to them, they'll give back to you tenfold. It's fantastic. That is a great referral program. If you haven't got anything in place, maybe you should do that. It's fantastic through there. By the way, I'm not going to give you a house in the Bahamas, but you can give me a house in the Bahamas. That'll work really well. That's really quite good. This is what you see a lot of people if you do that. Dive into your computer. 30% do not know, unknown, because staff are lazy. They either forget to ask, it's too busy and they forget to ask. They've asked, they've put it down on the consultation form, and they can't be bothered to put it in the computer. It's as simple as that. But you are lazy too, because you should be checking this at the end of the week to make sure they're all gone in the computer and they're not done. This is important to you. If you're spending any money on attracting clients, or you're sitting there going, I don't know where my clients come from, I don't know how to find clients, it's because you're lazy. You need to have that as near to zero as possible. And trust me, it's about 30% I do not know. I've been through a lot of computers and it backs up every single time. Dive into yours and see what yours is now. 10% walk by. How can you make that better? These are people that are just impulsive. They're not going to rebook. They're just wandering around. Oh, I need a haircut today. Or my car's being serviced. Can I have my hair done? They are going to choose your salon by how your window looks, how your A board is outside, how your sign is, what it looks like to them. What happens if you sort of cleaned your windows a bit more often? What happens if you made it a bit more presentable? Put a price list in the window. It's like going to a restaurant. You want to go in, it looks expensive. Do I go in there? Can I afford it? Imagine getting the menu and there's no prices there at all. How are you going to feel? What do you order? Do you limit and go something small in case it's expensive? Stick your prices in so they know what they're up for before they start. Promotions 15%. How can they work? What promotions work? Collect it, find out. Ask them when they write the word promotions, ask them to be more specific. Find out exactly what it is. How do you know what that is? You, as a leader, you do a role play with your team members and say to your team members, if you see the word promotion there, find out what it is. You then go back into your history 6 weeks ago or whenever it was and put a big tick onto something that works. Then, if it does work, you rerun it and you do it again. Easy. 15% Google or web search. There's plenty of things out there now to track how good that is. But basic as every single month, just Google your best hairdresser in your area. See where you come up. Balayage in your area. Foils in your area. Curly hair in your area. See where you come up. See if you can implement that. How you write in keywords, you can get that better. But there's just little things that make a difference. Get some reviews on there. See if that makes a difference. And of course, Facebook. How much comes from Facebook? Is it worth all these posts you're putting on Facebook? You need to know if it works or not. I used to find I used to get more of my salon from Instagram than I did from Facebook, believe it or not. But there you go. And that's roughly how you figure it out. But you need to do this at the end of the week without fail. You need to track exactly where every client comes from, every single new client. And if you don't know how to do that, my course has that built in. It has all the worksheets and everything else. But you need to figure out how they come to you. You have to speculate to accumulate. You have to get some money, spend it for people to see you. There's no point sitting there waiting for them to come. They're not going to come. Don't tell me you don't have time. You have the same time as everybody else. We all have 24 hours a day. We sleep for X amount, we watch TV for X amount, we eat for X amount, and whatever's left, you have to work. But what's important to you? Because if you just want to do hair all day, sell your salon and go and be a hairdresser. If you want to be a leader, a salon owner, a business person, learn business. And trust me, a business with no customers doesn't have a business. You've got to need to know that. So once you master that, and I can help you do that, once you master that, we then move on to keeping. Don't forget the middle here. You've definitely given them some love. You've mastered your journey. You know what's going on. How do you keep your clients? If you've not got a strategy to keep your clients, and I mean email, text them, words that you use, systems you put into place to stop them dragging out their appointments, it needs to be put into your. This is what business is all about. Anyway, why do they leave you? Is today's meeting. You'll be amazed. I'm just going to zoom in straight away. Here, 9% of people leave you on price. Only 9%. That's it. 14% leave you because they don't like what you did. It was just not good enough. 14%. 1% die. I'm sorry, we don't have any way to stop that happening. They're still going to die. Poor things. 5% follow advice from friends. They're having coffee, they look at their friend's hair and they go, "Oh, your hair's nice. Oh, yeah, Johnny did it. Why don't you go to Johnny? Here's a referral card." Anyway, only 5%. So just think, if only 5% leave you for referrals, wow, I spend all that time, effort on referrals. My way is much better way because it's all about giving, not about systems. 3% move away. They move jobs, which means you're not handy to them, or they move houses and that you're nowhere near them. But the biggest, the 68% reason why clients will leave you is indifference. You take them for granted and unappreciated. That means what tends to happen, this is normal and it happens and it has to stop now. You're busy. You've had a quiet Monday, a quiet Tuesday, an average Wednesday. Thursday comes, you pack them in. You stack them and pack them as high as you'd want. You cancel all your dinner breaks for your girls and your staff members in there. You're squeezing them in. You know you're 5 minutes behind. Your staff know you're 5 minutes behind. And someone's on the phone or someone walks in and they go, "Yeah, take a seat. We'll only be 5 minutes." Really? You're an hour behind. It's only Mary. Mary doesn't mind, do you, Mary? Mary does mind. And Mary's one of the 68%, and she will leave you. Yep. So you need to stick to a certain time, no matter what day of the week it is, and give them some love. Imagine working on this and squeezing that up there, and you don't lose 68%. How busy would your salon be then? The average salon loses about 20% of clients. Trust me, 20% of clients are leaving your salon. I don't care if you're the biggest award-winning salon out there. You're losing 20% of clients. You're not that good. If you're not attracting 20%, then you're sliding down backwards. It's as simple as that. So you've either got to attract more than you lose. If you're losing more than 20%, you're probably not good enough. There's things that you need to fix in your client journey. There's things. You see, people don't people don't leave you because your hairdressing or your beauty work isn't good enough. We had this down here. It's 14%. People leave you because for a reason. Let's just say I explain this. For example, you go to have a nice meal. You go and get a nice chicken salad. It's fantastic. There's chicken, there's bacon, there's croutons. It's just the best thing ever. You tell everybody you can't wait to go back again. Next week you go back and the chef gives you the biggest piece of chicken, but the bacon's a bit soft. It wasn't as crispy as it was. It was okay. It wasn't as good. You go back again and you've got a small piece of chicken. It's a bit salty. And then you go back again and it's back to its fantastic way. The thing is now in your mind, you just don't know when you book to go there what you're going to get. People like familiarity, they like to know what they get. So making sure that your clients are looked after exactly the same over and over again is the way. Now, we call that systems. We call that the client journey. If you don't have systems in your salon, you've got nothing, which means when you take your day off, it goes to pot. So you've got to learn that. We have a mastermind group that does do that. It sounds like I'm sales pitching. I'm really not. I just find that when I speak to people and when I do a video like this, the amount of people that contact me to go, "How'd you do that? Why'd you do that?" Do you know what? You have to learn. It costs money. For example, paid money to learn these things, and it made my salon tenfold. But that's the way life is. The one thing I find about salon owners, which I don't know why this is, They'll pay money for their staff quite easily to go on cutting courses, color courses, etc. With the color companies, to be honest, is a bit poor. I mean, I don't know when the last time you went on a color course, and I remember sending people on a 3 or 5 day cutting courses with these color companies, and it's getting a bit substandard now. I mean, you have to go externally. I really, really applaud that. Not until they lift their game. But not many people actually realize that they are business owners and they need to invest in business. They really do. If you know how to attract and you know how to keep, then this video is going to be irrelevant to you, and I can just talk and talk and talk, and you know, because you've got it down pat. But if you don't have an abundance of clients, a waiting list that's really long, if you have staff that are quiet, you need to learn. And I mean, you need to get up that phone and find out how you're going to get your salon busy. Then once you've attracted them, you're going to have to master how to keep them. You see, the thing is, if you was a one-man band, if you were just on your own, working from home, you would be busy weeks in advance. Really, really good friend of mine works from home. She's booked out a year in advance. But if she gets one employee, it all goes wrong because she can look after herself really easy. It just gets really complicated once you get staff involved because they're not you. They're not as passionate as you, they're not as dedicated as you, and they don't care like you do. See, that's the key. So you have to do all that work for them. So now you have to look after your own column and all the other people's staff's column. You have to train them in how to do hair, how to do systems, how to attract clients, how to get the rebooks up, how to get the average spend up, and how to keep them. It's a lot for you to do. And if no one's taught you how to do it, you're going to have to invest in yourself and you're going to have to learn yourself. That's the only way you're going to change your business and change your life. And by the way, what a rant I'm having. I'm really sorry for a rant here. This is called business. How to attract, how to keep clients is called business. You need business skills. And if you don't want to learn this, you shouldn't be in business. Your business should give you a lifestyle, a choice, success. You should be able to choose what hours you want to work. You should be able to choose what hours you want to work, really how much you want to get paid. So if you have children who want to work part-time, so you should. If you only want to do 3 days a week, so you should. That's what your business should give you. But in reality, most people seem to think that when they get their salon, they work hard and hard and hard. It doesn't get you anywhere. The reality isn't like that. The people that understand about attracting and keeping clients, once they've got that, and really, there's only 3 things to concentrate: how to attract them, how to keep them, and how to get them spending more once they're in the salon, which is your client journey. Once you master them 3 things, just concentrate on those 3 things. If you master them, you will have a successful salon, and you don't have to be a superstar hairdresser or the best beautician in the world, but you'll make more money than them, I assure you. Anyway, that's my Ask Salon Coaching Friday and a bit of a rant by me as well. Have a cracking day. Have a really good weekend, and let's turn some money.